What's going on? Hope you're getting through today. Definitely not a happy Wednesday. It's more of a caring and hoping and praying Wednesday. Praying for Damar Hamlin. Praying that he gets a speedy recovery and get out that hospital and be able to live his life as soon as possible. You know, we all familiar with what happened on Monday Night Football between the Bills and the Bengals. And, just hope you're getting through the day, getting through your night, and along with praying and keeping Damar Hamlin in your thoughts and prayers, because he's in my thoughts and prayers. All right. So it's not a happy Wednesday, just caring, praying and hoping that Damar Hamlin is okay. Twitter @ Clarence Jones. Follow me, I'll follow you back. Instagram _ Clarence Jones. CJSportsMedia.com, a website. YouTube channel, Clarence Jones Sports Media. Let's connect. Let's talk. Let me know what you're thinking, how you feeling. All right, Damar Hamlin. Monday Night Football collapse on the football field after making a tackle. Just something that I never seen before. I only saw the play one time. Don't want to see it again. I hope he be okay and he makes it through this. All right. He collapsed on the football field. We later find out that he suffered a cardiac arrest, a heart attack. And, he's needing assistance breathing. He's with a breathing tube down his mouth. Supposed to be helping him breathe. So that's what my mind is at. It's not about a makeup game between the Bills and Bengals. Oh, what it's going to do with the playoff scenario, what the NFL is going to do. I'm not even thinking about that. I'm thinking about Damar Hamlin and his family, his friends, his loved ones, hoping that they all be okay and hoping himself, make it out the hospital. It just the game of football is just very dangerous. We read so much stories and, we see so much videos and, we see documentaries and movies about how the game of football affected so many people. And, we know about CTE and it's just a lot that goes into play in the game of football. Like, it's a dangerous sport. I remember growing up, I used to always wonder why certain players don't play long, why they retire early. And the older I get, the more I study the game. Now I understand why people like Barry Sanders and Calvin Johnson and, many others that we may have thought retired too early. But this is one of the reasons why I believe, Damar Hamlin, like I said, making a play, got up after making a play and just collapsed. Like, I just couldn't believe my eyes when I saw the play. Like, I was just like, wow, saw it on Instagram. Somebody I follow on Instagram had posted it. I just watched it one time and that was it. I didn't even try to rewind it back. I just couldn't. I was like, wow. You know what I'm saying? It was the first thing that thought in my mind is I hope this man is okay. I wouldn't, like I said, I can care less about the game. I can care less about playoff matchups now. Some people's talking about it, some people's not, but I'm chosen not to talk about playoffs and they must make up that game. I don't care about that. All I care about right now is this man, Damar Hamlin, making it out safe, making it out alive. That's my focus. Just couldn't believe it. I didn't know what it was at first. I never thought it would have been like a cardiac arrest. You know what I'm saying? I didn't thought it would be that. I'm not sure what, your thought was, but when I seen that, I was just more shocked of anything. Like, wow. Like football and, UFC and rugby and hockey. I mean, those are some dangerous sports. And I mean, injuries really can change lives for the worse, And like I said, I'm praying for Damar Hamlin, man. This is just, I'm praying every day I wake up. I check my phone. I get the alert. I get some news about, hey, he's good. he's going to be okay. News are coming, news is coming, and, we getting, reports but, we all waiting on that big announcement. Hey, he's okay. He's going to be able to get out this hospital and go home to his family, friends, and loved ones, and if he chose to play football again, I'll be with the Bills. That's good. If not, I'm just going to be happy that he's okay. That's my focus, I thought about some things, man, with the NFL and, just Damar Hamlin's injury, the cardiac arrest, breathing tube through his mouth. I thought about some things, and I want to talk about them with you, starting with the NFL. This could possibly wouldn't have happened because right now we are Monday night was week 17, right? In NFL, that was week 17. Okay. I thought about some things like if the NFL didn't add a 17th game, a total of 18 weeks, this wouldn't have happened to Damar Hamlin. I don't know. I'm just thinking, what if the NFL just kept their normal 16 games? Because remember, it's 18 weeks, 17 games. So they added an extra game. So, that's something to play a part. That's something to think about. Like, should they have added that? And, we can go back and forth about why they shouldn't or why they did or, they ain't had nothing to do with it. I'm not trying to make it a debate. It's just a thought that hit my mind when I'm thinking about Damar Hamlin and that injury. Like, what if the NFL didn't add a 17th game? Should they have added a 17th game? Why didn't they stay with just as normal 16 like they've been doing for a couple of years now? So I thought about that. It's 18 weeks total, 17 games, and only one bye week. Those are some things that kind of, play a part. This probably wouldn't have happened if the NFL didn't add this 17th game. Just saying. There's no facts to it. Just thoughts, opinions. And don't get me wrong, I'm not bashing the NFL. But the NFL preach and they talk about safety of the game and, they care about the safety of the game and they care about the players, teams, coaches, everybody. They preach that. And it makes me say, if that's the case, should they consider, keeping 17 games or should they drop back to 16? Should they drop further? I had a crazy thought in my mind last night. Well, I hate to call it crazy, but some of you may think it's crazy. But I was like, man, the NFL should just go 10 games and then playoffs just to keep players safety, keep players more healthy. And this could be me. I could be in my emotions, but hell, we all in our emotions right now. We all praying. We all sad. We all worried and concerned about Damar Hamlin, hoping he be okay. So I'm not wrong for having these thoughts like knocking down games from 17 to 16, from 16 to 10. It's a thought. The NFL say that they care and they all about safety, which I believe them. I believe that they really do care about the players that's playing the game on the football field, but they're just something to add in. Consider dropping some games. Change the schedule up. 17 games. Do we really need our players, out there on the field like that? 17 games, and we've seen what happened to Damar Hamlin and many others. It's something to think about. 17 to you may not seem like a lot of games. You may say, man, they should have added more games on the schedule. Well, I'm not with you on that, if that's how you're thinking, if that's how you're feeling. I think some games need to be dropped, whether they go back to 16, they go back to 14. Go to 14, go to 10. Something needs to get done. Okay, something needs to get done is all I'm trying to say. If you preach that you care about the safety of the game, do you really need 17 games on that schedule? Do you really think it was a good idea to add 17 games? I get it. People love football. There's money on the line. There's just fantasy football. There's, you got, they doing this stuff in Germany and all over, United Kingdom. I get what the NFL is doing, but at the end of the day, it starts and ends with the player's health, mentally, physically. because they're the ones out there on that field putting their lives on the line, putting their bodies on the line. It's not me and you. We're not doing that. The players are. So just think about that. All right. If you really preach and you care about the safety of the game, take a look at the amount of games on the schedule that you're putting in. Figure something out. Think about it. Just something to think about. Not pointing fingers here. Okay. Not pointing fingers here, but it's really something to think about. All right. And I also want to add in Thursday night football along with the 17 games. Do we really need Thursday night football? And look, man, all these pointers I'm throwing out to you. Okay. All these pointers I'm throwing out to you. It just weighs on how to just, try to better health where players are not putting their bodies on the line so much. Thursday night football, do we really need it? No. I can do without Thursday night football. I'm fine with waiting on Sundays and Monday nights. I never understood Thursday night football because players, not players, teams overall who just played on Sunday possibly got a game on Thursday. That's what, 3 days, 3 to 4 days. No, I'm sorry, 3 days. Well, Sunday, then you got Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So you got 3 days. And out of those 3 days, you're probably only practicing maybe once, twice, because you're traveling between that Sunday night that when you're leaving the game, your previous game, up until Thursday. So that's not enough time to practice. That's not enough time to heal your body. You may have, players may have sore muscles, injuries, who knows? And you got a game on Thursday when you just played on Sunday. So do we really need Thursday night football? I'm not with it. I just think, like I say, Damar Hamlin injury, along with many other injuries that happen in the NFL. This all need to be taken in consideration. The amount of games, Thursday night football. Another thing that bothers me, okay, is the bye weeks. All right, players right now, some have came out and talked about their bye weeks, and some have. I've mentioned this on previous podcasts before, but numerous players have came out on social media asking for an extra bye week. They want more time off, and I'm with them on this. If you're going to have these players play 17 games and play Thursday night football, call me crazy on this, but you ready for this? Are you ready for this? Teams should get 3 to 4 bye weeks. Yes. I don't care how long it's going to make the season or what it's going to do to fantasy football or what it's going to do to bets or games across the world, overseas. I don't care. Players' body is more important than these damn football games. So if you expect players to play these games, that's their job. They sign up for it. I get it. Can they get more than one bye week? Can they get at least 2 bye weeks? At least 2? Come on, 1 bye week? Really? Are you serious? I mean, teams like the Colts, my Falcons, Saints, I can't think who else, but they didn't have a bye to like week 14. So they had to play literally 13 games straight before they get a bye. Didn't make sense to me. They must add in at least an extra bye. I'm down with at least 3 to 4. I think they should. Give players more time to heal their bodies. Give players more time to get right physically, mentally. You give players 4 bye weeks in the 17-game schedule if that's what you're going to keep, NFL. If you're going to keep Thursday night football, here's what you do. You have both teams that didn't play it on Sunday play on Thursday night football. And it's fixed. It doesn't make sense to have 2 teams that just played on Sunday play on Thursday night football. Or a team that just played on Monday playing on Thursday night football. You take 2 teams that's coming off a bye week. What week? I don't know. It could be any week. If they're coming off a bye week of week 7, coming in at week 8, they both should be playing each other. They shouldn't be a team that just played on Sunday, okay, playing on Thursday. Like I said, I'm not a fan of Thursday night football. I never was. But if you're going to do it and you're going to set it up that way, set it up like how I'm saying it, not like how you doing it, because I just don't think it's right. That's why we get these games on Thursday Night Football. You know, we all be complaining, man, that game was trash. The score was this. Players didn't like, they was really wanted to play. Yeah, it's probably the health. They just probably got off of playing. Think about it. They just played on Sunday. Body sore. They got to remember playbooks, all this kind of stuff. Some people, money ain't guaranteed. Contracts ain't guaranteed. Coaches on a hot seat. That's a lot of rushing. If you ask me, I think Thursday Night Football should just be canceled. You know what I'm saying? Just cancel. But if you're going to do it, you're going to keep it, add in more bye weeks. Bring in teams that coming off a bye week, have them play on Thursday Night Football. Look at your schedule. Should you slim it down from 17 to 14, 15, 10 games? I mean, something got to happen because Damar Hamlin, we go back and think about it. If the NFL had 16 games, like how they normally had, in the previous years, he wouldn't have got hurt. You asking players to play more games. That's more chances of getting hurt. That's more chances that the players are taking to put their lives on the line. Like I said, I'm not on here bashing the NFL. I'm just throwing out pointers, suggestions, thoughts that came through my mind as I'm praying every day and night for Damar Hamlin, his family, friends, and loved ones, and himself. These are thoughts that's coming in my brain. And I'm sure you got some thoughts that's on your brain also, like, they should, that, what I'm saying? I'm sure you got something that you feel that can help out, when it comes to players mentally and physically, their health, and there's just something to think about. They got to make this move. They got to make some type of moves. All right. And that's all I got for you today. Okay. I'm going to continue praying for Damar Hamlin, his family, friends, loved ones. And I ask you to do the same. And I hope we get some good news in the next couple of days, however long it take. I hope we get some good news saying that Damar Hamlin is good to go. And he can live on with his life, whether he wants to play football, continue playing, or he wants to do something else. I just hope we get some good news. I'm checking my phone. Every time my ESPN alert comes on my phone, my notifications, any type of sport notification, I'm praying that it's some Damar Hamlin news. So I'm rushing to my phone, checking to make sure I ain't missed nothing because I'm really praying for this man. Did not know who he was, up until, what happened on Monday night. I didn't know who Damar Hamlin was, but he has people that love him. He's a nice, caring human being that's doing nice things for his family, friends, and loved ones. Got a nice charity that he doing, a nice, caring, lovely charity that he doing for kids. So that tells me right away, this man is a great man. He's a leader. He cares. He cares about lifting up others. He's a role model. So people like that, I'm going to pray for them every single day, whether they're my family, friends, or not, because I want to see people like Damar Hamlin succeed and live out his dream. So I'm asking that we all keep Damar Hamlin in our prayers, in our thoughts. And let's think about the NFL and think about some of these things that I talked about today. All right. Some of it that I'm saying, I hope it all makes sense to you, but if it don't, that's okay. We can do, it's okay to disagree. We don't have to agree on everything. But these thoughts that I'm giving to the NFL, I think they can help out with some of these CTE injuries and concussions and diagnose and injury. I think some of these pointers that I'm giving out, if not all, can help the NFL. Some of it, like I said, can make sense. Thursday Night Football, do you really need it? No. Should it be more bye weeks? Hell yeah, it should be more bye weeks. A 17-game schedule? Well, actually 18 weeks, 17 games, and I only get one bye? I only get one bye? That's it? I only get 1 week off. 1 week off. Are you kidding me? It's time for a change. The NFL needs to look into this, and I believe they will. I believe they will make some changes, figure out some things where they can try to make this thing right. There's always room for improvement, no matter how great we may think we are, no matter how great we may think our business is. There's always room for improvement if you're willing to leave that door open. In the NFL, they've been willing to leave the door open for many years and make changes. So I expect them to make some changes. All right. Because we want to see players play and compete and live their dreams on the field, but we want to see them leave on their own terms, leave with a smile on their face, leave with a successful career. that they chose to end it on, not because of an injury or because of CTE. That bothers me. It makes me sad. All right. First show of the new year, Damar Hamlin. You know, I'm not in a happy mood, but I'm not in a mad mood. I'm just sad. I'm emotional. I'm praying, and I'm thinking about Damar Hamlin like he was my brother, like he's my cousin, because I want this man to be okay. All right. But I hope you had a happy new year on January 1st. I'm not sure how you brought it in New Year's, but however you brought it in, I hope you're making it, the best, living out your resolutions, whatever you set to achieve and do it, stick with it. Don't give up. It may not seem like it's working now. Just stick with it. All right. If it's all you or if it's all you and whoever else joining in, stick with it. Don't give up. You made your resolution for a reason. Stick to it and go do it. God bless. Take care. Have a great day. Have a safe day. Let's pray for Damar Hamlin, his family, friends, and loved ones. And we'll talk soon. God bless. Peace.